Hello, we're back at it again with more Zenless Zone Zero. Kind of in a rush to get started here because there's only so much time in the day. And we're only just about halfway through with this story, and I kind of want to run it down. Wait, how much stamina do I have? Would it be enough?
New ghost story to share?
I do got some new ghost stories to share. Okay, we don't have enough for the W engine upgrade. Oh! The Robin GIFs is still there. One sec, let me hide them. The Robin GIFs are still there from when I was rolling for, Kita-chuan. There we go.
Where are we going?
Where we
no
going?
Today?
Where we going? Alright, let me just mic check myself. Oops. Desktop audio is still on. Oh, let's do this. Alright, that sound pretty. Alright. Cool. We keep rolling. Hello, friends. Without further ado, Wise says, Belle, how are your preparations going? Should we head to the Hollow now? Yep. We're only just about at the halfway point, so even if I do run it down, I think hopefully we could finish by tonight. Soon after, you arrive near the elevator area from yesterday.
Alright, people, let's move. We can use that elevator now. Who dares hurt Alice?
Cute. Who dares hurt Alice? I think I really like Alice and Yuzuha. I'm kind of like, it's kind of makes me sad that I thought they were gonna be like childhood friends or something, but they've only just met during this main story event. But like, I guess that makes it all the more sweeter that they've only just met and they already like each other very much. They already fuck with each other. Alright, the system prompt says, note to activate the elevator, use a card with a proper clearance. Yep. Let's try it out now, Yuza says. 110111. I could have guessed this.
Here, and I second that. Whoa. There's a lot of porcelain crates here.
Oh yeah.
Those are obscuras!
Alert. Sample component analysis in progress. Analysis complete. The target's composition is a 99.97% match with the Obscura shard you possess.
I'm so happy they remembered Fairy.
Looks like the shard we found came from here. The Obscura and the explosives. Both definitely point to the same place. Everyone, I just checked. The Obscura here has no coding. It's probably been stashed here temporarily, waiting to be coded. So, this place really is the factory where they produce the Obscura? There's no doubt about it. Look, there's a door ahead. Behind it should be the open-air workshop where they cure the coatings. Let's get going. We need to do a full investigation of this place.
I know I mentioned...
Open the door quick so we can investigate the inside of the factory.
You know what? I'll hold off on making a comment for now. Another door that needs proper clearance. Hello, Sir Gagaman. You just finished? I just got out the shower. Hello, Uta Gamer. How's it going? Good evening. Good evening.
Huh?
Huh? Wrong password. Just stop now. How was the soup? That's when I took off. When I ate my tomato soup. Oh yo, tomato soup pilled. That was right around the time when I took off to take a shower. When you were finishing up your soup. You're now soup pilled, tomato soup pilled. Been eating it so frequently now. It's pretty good, right? I haven't had tomato soup in a while, so I could use some. Like a good chicken burger. And some tomato soup. Tomato basil soup. Sounds incredible right now. Haven't had in a while. Anyways, good evening. I saw your Falcon at like 3 LB. It's like light and so flavorful, yeah. Easy to eat. Haven't had any. Oh, recently I've been really into like what was it again? Like cheese and broccoli cheese soup. I've been eating a lot of like broccoli cheese soup recently. That's my main soup of late. I have like one big, like, you could buy at my local grocery store. It's really good. They make it every day, and you can just get like a massive cup of like of broccoli soup, and I grab one like every week. It's really good. I'm like addicted. It's like, yeah, that's what I've been obsessed with of late. Yeah, that Falcon is incredible. Maybe when Saiyan Sky is like out, you can make like the most cracked out, either a Saiyan Sky or a Murozensky, Summer Murozensky. When they come out, you can make a cracked out like Murozensky and Saiyan Sky, and beat everybody in PvP. Yeah, they're during the first maybe 2 years, I think, 2.5. You can make like a pretty cracked out like Saiyan Sky and Summer Murozensky with it. She's got some pretty good skills. Like as long as you get like, if you can get like an SSR that is like at least 3 LB, it's gonna be like top notch, top 1% support card, right? Yeah, it was I think everybody's roles for Kita-san like was pretty tragic. There's this one post that went like 1,000. I went for like 1,000 rolls without seeing like a single Kita-san. Multiple individuals. I have seen two individuals that have done at least 1,000 rolls without seeing a single Kita-san SSR. Oh, did you post it in the? I saw it like there was another. I think I might have seen that same individual, but there's another like person that also went for like 1,000. Oh yeah, it's the same one that I saw. And then there's another person that went for like 1,000 rolls without seeing Kita-san. It's fucked up. People are seeing the Psy Games rates. That has made me quit Grand Blue Fantasy. And Omomusumi JP. And Rage of Bahamut. Those are the ungodlike rates that has made me try to avoid like Psy games as much as possible. But it's kind of like unavoidable with how much I like Uma Musume, so unfortunate. Getting dragged back into the hellhole that is side games. Thought I was out. I thought I was safe. Yeah, Princess Connect was pretty fair, I think. That I cannot, yeah. Dragalia Lost, I think, was also pretty rough. But I think it was just Princess Connect that was, that treated me right, I feel like. Out of everything under side games. But then that was the... But then that happened. That certain thing happened. Pensive emoji. I think Crunchyroll stabbed me and twisted the knife. Oh! Kind of funny though, what? Most of the clan members in Perkone. Oh, the same people? In Uma Musume? That's hilarious. We were just migrating from like... Got most of our members back. That's hilarious. Well, at least even in a different universe, the gang is still together. That's great. You guys stuck around for each other. It's nice. Yeah, I also got a crew. We're kind of spread out. Well, we're kind of spread out though because we're like varying degrees of like dedication to the game. Yeah, just drawn back together. I see. Yeah, I got a bunch of friends that goes all the way back from the first, like, I don't know, maybe 2 years of Grand Blue Fantasy. What was it? And we're still friends for like Saru and Cabby and Rain, the ones that I've like played Baldur's Gate with. We've all met through like from Grand Blue Fantasy, and we stuck around ever since. And kind of on the same boat. But we're like varying degrees of like dedication to like Uma Musume. Everybody else is like a little bit more on the casual side. I think we're all a little bit on the casual side when it comes to like Uma Musume, given that we've played it before and we know how the game plays, so we're kind of like trying to burn ourselves out. Wait, what? You found out your old clan leader went to your high school? 3 years your senior. You're a senpai. You would have probably like crossed each other, or maybe was it like you probably crossed each other. That's within the same grade range. If you were like grade 8 to grade 12 or something. Oh, yeah, all happenstance. Perkana came out in like college or something, yeah. That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's pretty funny. You guys meet up or just like, was it just like, oh, went to my high school. That's crazy. Small world. Really is a small world. That's hilarious. Anyways, now with the Kito-san banner out, I have to redo everyone. He posted a picture at AX, someone recognized him. Oh, I see. And that's how you guys made the connection? Oh. That's crazy. It's hilarious. Small world out here. Oh man, it's such a hassle. I have to rebuild everyone now that we got like better support cards. Actually, it might be kind of a blessing because I don't even have like that many trainees. Like I am at 0. I couldn't even spare any like roles for anything else because my last 10 roll that I had for... That my last 10 roll was just enough to get one more Kita-san. Kita-san. Dupe. Zenless on stream, by the way. What's the deal with Kita-san? Increased hit chance, which is nutty. And I think, was it? She gets like reduced. I think there's like one of the events with Kita-san where she can reduce the cost of skills. Was it Kita-san or am I tripping? I don't remember. I think there was like an event where you could get like was it like fast learner? I think you can get fast learner from Kita-san. What was it again? I just rolled. I don't even remember. I don't even remember what was so good about her. And I have her MLB on both JP and Ian. Is it good practice? Who was it that gives Creekless and Kita-san starved? Oh no. Did you get Dia copies at least? She's a pretty decent alternative to I think she's a pretty decent alternative to the Super Creek. I mean, like, it's no, she doesn't have Swinging Maestro, which is like, so it's kind of like 2 tiers down below Super Creek. Got a single Dia. Oh yeah, there's the Rice Shower stamina card and the Measure McQueen stamina card. Yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of like free stamina cards, so you could try to make do without Super Creek. I mean, like, what Super Creek is good for is that well, Super Creek increases your stamina gains as well, which is big, but like, I would take an MLB or maybe a 3LB Mejiro McQueen or Rice Shower over her. They're good enough if you have them, and they're pretty cheap and they're pretty easy to get. Already have like a Rice Shower and Mejiro McQueen at like 2LB. So you're never at a loss for like stamina card. You could actually make do without Super Creek. I think I tried to survive in JP without Super Creek for a long while as well, because Rice Shower and Mejiro McQueen was already like an option for you if you were lacking like Super Creek. So you can definitely make do without Super Creek. It's Kita-san that you want. If you could just like borrow. Oh shit. Uma Musume is getting like... The overseas version of Uma Musume is celebrating the appearance of Kita-san Black. Steam's maximum concurrent users exceed 87,000. We hit the news in JP. We're hitting the news in JP. I think we might just... There's so many, if you go around like the Uma Musume Discord, there's so many people with like MLP Kita-san Black. I was never there is a lot of people that wailed for Kita-san Black, surprisingly. I think we might have just like, even just the global Uma version, Uma Musume's by themselves funded like a complete season, I feel like. We have funded another season. For who? We will see. Was the other one with a manga? Was it Laurel? Sakura Laurel? Yeah, she's the other one with a manga. She's cute. I like her. Star Blossom. Huh, I didn't know she was roommates with Seiyun Sky. Not caught up, but one of the few ones you read. I haven't even read it. I just heard about it. But I do like Laurel. I love how simple she looks. I love one of the more low-key designs for like Uma Musume. Like Ines Fujin. Oh boy. Like a lot of the later Uma Musume's becomes like a little bit too flashy. There was at one point I think that Uma Musume is like, I don't know, there was like a pretty long streak of Uma Musume designs that I wasn't like completely rocking with. And then recently, it was only like for the past maybe year or so, there was like a weird period where I wasn't rocking with like the newer Uma Musume designs, and then they started putting out bangers after bangers again. So it was just a very short period of time. Who's the next one we should be anticipating? I don't even know. For Uma JP, I forget. Oh, right. Saiyan Sky, Christmas Ogre Recap, and Summer Maruzensky. But that is only if you care about meta. Because I will be avoiding... I don't think I'll be rolling for Saiyan Sky and Summer Maruzensky. I just kind of want to save up for a guaranteed Mejuro Dober and Manhattan Cafe. PvP be damned. Actually, I do love Saiyan Sky, so I might actually try for her. The Season 1 gang, I like. We'll see. I'm kind of like a long way down, maybe 6 months down the road, 4 to 6 months, given the accelerated banners. Admire Vega. Oh! Anyways, let me continue. I wanted to finish this update tonight. And we're only at the halfway point, I think. It says, everyone stay calm. Senior Panda already asked, according to the guy we caught, this password is regularly updated based on the elevator's code. And the specific rules are in a log next to the door. Oh, so kind of like one of those password authenticators at work. I don't see anything like that here, we say. Alice says, could they have gotten scattered? There are quite a few papers on the ground around here. I says, maybe. Let's look around, Belle.
Why have they got so many passcode doors here? Yuzuha? I'm getting super curious about what secrets they're hiding in here. Switch it up!
There's a log. 5th, the solidification process for this batch of 10 Obscura has been completed. The Obscura will be transported to the materials lab tomorrow morning for sample assembly. Assembly work is expected to be completed next Monday. Please proceed to the main entrance of the materials lab that evening to transport the Obscura out of the hollow via Route C. Note, the storage location for the Obscura will be notified separately. 7th, effective today, the workshop entrance password has been reset. The new password is identical to the elevator password. 110111000011. Alice says, looks like this notebook is the log we need. From the text above, the materials lab hasn't been abandoned. The Obscuras produced here are still getting shipped over. They need 10 Obscura sample containers at once. It seems like they're running a large-scale experiment. Y says, that does sound suspicious, but never mind that for now, Belle. Look, there really is a clue about the password in the log. It should be the same here. Alice says, but the pages at the back of the log are missing. The password was probably changed later. Let's keep looking. Are you okay? This place is kind of like giving Another log. Add 1 to the 3rd and 4th digit of the current password. Okay. Pretty easy. Yuzuha says, look, the password's been changed, just as we thought. So 11000022. Yuzuha says, great, that's the new password, done and dusted. Done and dusted mentioned, but don't you think this whole password change is a bit half-baked? Done and dusted? Minato says, guess the staff here aren't too hot with numbers. Yuzuha says, yeah, just like you, Minato. What? They're fucking trolling you. The following passwords will be changed periodically. Change rule, subtract 1 from the first and last digits of the current password. They're fucking trolling you. So it's back to 11000011. Okay, let me read the log. 27th, starting tomorrow, the 3rd batch of explosive will be transported to the lab via Route A and stored in a designated warehouse. All items within the lab and factory premises will be destroyed in the demolition. Removal of items from the hollow is strictly prohibited. Critical documents will be destroyed in advance at the predetermined location tomorrow. To ensure on-site safety, all personnel must ensure the gates are closed before entering or leaving. No exceptions. Minato says, look, there's stuff about explosives on the log. Seems like the enemy's trying to blow this place up. But if an explosion happens, it'll be detected outside the hollow too. Won't that draw attention? Yuzuha says, the enemy must have thought of this too. If they're still planning to go through with it, getting rid of stuff here must be more important. At that point, whether the explosion gets noticed or not won't even matter. Makes sense. Yuzuha says, by the way, what's this important data they mentioned in the log? They even want it destroyed ahead of time? I'm so curious. Minato says, judging by the date, they've already dealt with it by now. No point dwelling on it. Let's focus on finding info about the password instead. Found it right here. Current password, first and last digit, -1. Yuzuha says, perfect, write it down. Not that we found all the log pages, we can figure out the current password. Did we find it in order though?
Code. Let's try to figure it out.
You're fucking trolling me. Yuzuha says, so, you know the current code now, right? Of course. Oh, the first, the third, and last 4. Okay, 11000022. First and last 010022. Actually, never mind. 01110. Oh, okay. Why'd you give me the hint anyway?
Kama says he doesn't really like the vibe here. And
Watch out! Monsters!
I'll handle it. Look at the drainage channels here. Quite a few obscuras have fallen in.
Wait, how do I get Alice to do that, like, where she throws it on the ground?
Your opponent is me, so this is probably how those shards got out. I see your weakness. But why is this place so torn up? What on earth happened?
Besides this open workshop, there are also a few other buildings by the cliff back there. They all seem to be part of the factory.
Once I get back, maybe I'll post about what happened today on the
Minato can't kill the ethereals by himself. Minato says this elevator seems to be the only one way into the building behind us. Bell, can you get it running? Try to start the elevator. Please restore the power supply. Okay. It's not getting any power. Fairy says, please do not worry, Master. I've detected 3 intact ether generators on the platform around the open workshop. They appear to be the power source for the current elevator. Minato says, if the generators are nearby, let's hurry up and get them running. Yuzuha says, hold up, look. There are obstacles on the platform. Those drawers with the obscuras have popped out. Those drawers are equipment used to cure obscura coating, formerly known as thermosetting units. There should be a switch nearby to operate them for easy access to the obscuras. Fairy says, affirmative. I've detected the thermosetting unit control box. Located to your front left, Master? Wise says, so it was right there all along. Looks like the circuit's busted, though. Probably because the ground around here was destroyed. Belle, how about we split it up into 2 teams? Yuza and the others can head up to the platform to work on the generator, while we figure out how to operate the thermosetting units and clear a path for everyone. Alright, let's do it. Wait, how's it getting split?
Come on, let's go fire up the generator.
No, we lost Eos.
I'll leave the heat thermos.
Can't believe there are already so many ethereals here. Wasn't this lab making all those obscura not too long ago?
I can't fight while there are characters talking. I can't move. I shouldn't be even...
It's just like when a house is left empty and gets covered in cobwebs in no time.
I shouldn't even be moving when characters are, like, talking. Okay, there we go.
Clear your mind.
How does she does...
Watch for attacks from your mind. Time for a surprise!
Alice's fighting style is so cool. Big fan of the rapier.
Got the power
fighting
up and
style.
running.
Yuzuha says the platform's blocked by ejected thermosetting units. From down below, I thought we might be able to climb over them, but now that I'm here, that's gonna be tougher than I thought. Belle, Wise, it's all up to you now. Hey, simply jump over that. Wise says, come on, Belle, let's figure out how to move the thermosetting unit. Is this gonna be like... Wise says, Belle, this machine is the device that controls the thermosetting unit, with wires running from here all the way to this device on the wall. The power light is on and the status is normal, but the control button shows that the thermosetting unit is closed. But it's clearly ejected. Wise says the control circuit must be broken somewhere. Belle, let's check along the wires and see what's wrong. Check how. It's gonna be like a puzzle. Wise says the circuit goes into the wall from here. Looking at the indicator light above, the circuit that goes into the wall is fine, but the circuit going out is broken. Alright, it's this section in the wall we say. Wise says this is a tough one. We can't fix the wiring in the wall, but hey Belle, have you noticed? The miasma feels pretty strong around this wall. And it fucked with the circuits. I figured. Try using your perception technique. That's what I figured.
Belle, let's try the revelation technique.
What do I do? We restored it with our mind!
Oh, we can pass through now. Great.
With our eyes, actually.
Well done, Belle. All right, the power is on.
Alice says that gap looks kind of tricky to jump across. Yuzuha says, let's get these thermosetting units to eject. Well, Wise, we'll leave it to you. Again. Alright, let's get to it. Let's do this one quickly. Whatever section I can try to speedrun, I'll try to speedrun, because I want to finish this update tonight. And then maybe... Actually, I don't know. I'll do the event next week or something. Because there's a lot of shit that I need to do. For the other games that I play. Wise says it's the same device as before. Let me see. It shows that the thermosetting unit is ejected. Probably same issue as before, okay. There it is. Do I have to trace
We
it?
can get through now. Let's go.
I'm all ears.
She's all ears. She is all ears.
tempting to ask, don't you think the Obscura look like coffins? Do they? And this open workshop is just like a huge mortuary. But without the thermosetter unit, it'd... and that'd be... Oh, yuzuha! You're doing it again! Yeah.
The elevator is ready.
Alright, get us up. Dude, what the hell is this? Mai says, Belle, look over there. There's a pretty stable fissure. Fairy, where does that fissure lead? Fairy says, calculating. Please wait. Calculation complete. This spatial fissure is one-directional, leading to an abandoned residential area at the outskirts of the aerospace city. Hypothesis, it appears to be the evacuation point after preparing the demolition. Wise says, I see. They put the explosives nearby to make things easier to operate, huh? Well, there's quite a few buildings beyond the corridor, too. Wise says, don't worry, we should be able to find another way around later. Let's go find Yuzuha and the others first.
Belle, let's go find Yuzuha and the others.
You already read that!
There's a monster! Don't worry! We're here.
Belle, you two stay back. We've got this.
Careful, don't get scared! Right. What were you two talking about over in the corridor?
We found a pretty stable fissure at the far end of the corridor, with explosives piled up near it. It's likely the evacuation point for when the place was rigged to blow.
They're just telling them. What? Is Yuzuha gonna have any input? Okay, never mind.
We can keep going. Let's go check out that building.
What's this? You guys hiding? You guys hiding something here? There's nothing up here. What was the point of going up here? Oh, I see. We're not gonna be able to open this door, so we're gonna have to sneak through the,
There are a lot of scuff marks all over the ground. It seems like a fight broke out here.
The marks lead right through the front door. Looks like the hallway beyond connects to another building. But it's hard to tell how big it is inside.
Oh wait, I just saw the clip that you, Haru Aurora going all the way from, like, good to bad. The fucked up evil rest button that hates.
We've got to be getting closer to the truth now.
I agree. But this door... it's pretty heavy. Looks like it got jammed from an impact or something.
Here. Let me give it a try. Nope. They won't budge at all.
Yeah, that little rest button had it out for little Oharu. That rest button is sometimes evil. You get like a plus 30 and then you get a night owl debuff. Fucks up the whole run.
If it's not even budging for Monato, I don't think we'll be able to open it. What should we do now? Maybe Kama can squeeze through the gap and check things out. Hold on. There may be another way into the building.
I already saw it. The little,
Really? I'm all ears.
Look! Near the ceiling on the left, there's a ventilation duct connecting the two buildings. It should be big enough for us to fit.
What's wrong, Yuzuha?
It's nothing. I just remembered a rat got into my house a few days ago. Probably came in through something like this.
what, she not good with, tight spaces?
A rat? Since when?
Monato, now's not really the time for that. Anyway, back on track. I agree with Alice. We should be able to use the duct.
Okay. Belle, let's figure out how to get into the duct.
Already saw it. Did she get claustrophobic or something? I too get pretty claustrophobic. That's why I hate being on planes. Going through ventilation ducts, this is just like Persona, this is just like Trails of Cold Steel specifically. Found a usable entrance, now let's enter the ducts from here. Why, says Belle, I know the ducts looks spacious enough, but crawling through them is going to be exhausting. We've been running for a while now, maybe we should take a break first. No time, we gotta get into the ducts. Holy shit, this is just like...
It's bigger than I thought.
This is just like Trails, dude.
Here?
Yep, don't worry.
How's Monato gonna fit in this? Oh, there's even cobwebs. Gross. Sus, venting sus. Some in the vents.
I think there's something on the ground.
What was that?
What was what? What was what?
You alright, Yuzuha? You're quiet.
Huh? Me? It's nothing.
I think the miasma is getting thicker here.
You could hear them grunting. That's hilarious.
There's a light ahead. A room on the left.
It's very like muffled, but you could hear them.
Look, that's an Exaltist mark.
Doesn't this place belong to Parsalumax?
We need to find a way to get down and take a look.
Ooh, oh.
There's a downward vent ahead.
How high does it go? Ooh, this place looks evil. When did they get rid of going through vents and trails of the Trail series? I feel like it was only ever in like Cold Steel, and then after that they completely got rid of it. Were we going through vents in Daybreak? Or was it just like Fio? Was it Fio? It was only Fio that was going through vents. Yeah. It was just Fio. They brought it back just for Fio. Alice says this massive room must be the Exaltus prayer room.
Huh?
Just the Erebonians. The Erebonians love to crawl into ducts. Monato says, look, there's a bunch of objects scattered on the floor. Let's split up and look around. You split
Look
up.
at all this stuff.
You see anything oomph? Check up on the friends. Where's Eos? Skimming through the documents, I can see destroy immediately. Stamps messily stamped all over the covers. Huh. Are these the files that were supposed to be destroyed ahead of time? According to the logs, they should have been dealt with ages ago. Why are they still piled up here? Never mind. Let's hurry up and see what these documents say. Wise says, these files over here look to be on engineering assets. Bell, check this out. Approved. Converting. The log says approved. Converting equipment factory workshop number 2 into a prayer room for Exaltist researchers. The Exaltists again! Wise says, I've noticed before, Sarah, Dr. Lore, and Mevorak all have really solid knowledge about hollows. And we've also discussed, since the Exaltists wants to research sacrifices, they need lots of funding and a stable venue. We figured they must have someone backing them, but I never thought it would be Porcelumex. Why is Porcelumex backing them? Any clues in the files? Wise says, according to the data here, due to the bottleneck in porcelain purity, Porcelumex has been researching purification techniques to obtain suitable catalysts. They even secretly conducted human experiments. Human experiments? They're just as evil as the Exaltists. Wise says agreed. Since they crossed that line ages ago, they turned their attention to the Exaltists, and they've been in cahoots for 7 or 8 years now. As long as the Exaltists provide Porcelumex with the tech they need, Porcelumex gives them all sorts of perks, even the freedom to do their own research. What's wrong? Did you think of something? Wise says, Bell, if they kept this partnership going for so long, with so much funding every year, whoever's involved from Porcelumex's side is definitely no ordinary employee. Is it Damien? Or his 2 superiors? Or perhaps all of them? Judging from Damien's attitude toward the Exaltists, it doesn't seem like he knows about their connection with the Porcelumex. Besides, Damien isn't powerful enough to do such a thing and keep it all hidden. Wise says these files are really discreet. There's no specific names from Porcelumex mentioned anywhere. You've pretty much gone through everything here. Let's go check on how the others are doing. I can't. I'm fucking file stuck. I'm file stuck. Hello? I'm file stuck. Door stuck. Yuzuha, save me. Manato, Alice. What the hell, man? I have to leave. I'm fucking door stuck. Go back. Fucked up and evil door stuck moment. Now I have to go all the way back there, motherfucker. I have to go through the event again. Fucker. I have to go through the vent again. God damn it. You motherfucker. Oh, okay. It teleported us over here. I really thought. Yuzuha says, nothing. Yuzuha, did you find anything? Yuzuha says, oh, whoa, what are you doing sneaking up on me like that? You scared me. That's uncharacteristic of you. I feel like you just said Alice's line. Yuzuha says, really? I was just so focused on looking over, looking over these. Anything worth noting, we ask. Yuzuha says, not yet. What I mean is there's a lot to process here. I need some time to digest it all. Anyway, you should check in with the others first.
Let's go check on the others.
I wonder if Yuzuha was, like, related to the Exaltists in some way. Given that she's an orphan, maybe she was like an abandoned as a child by an Exaltist or something. Alice says, you're here, Belle. Did you find anything? Why are you so pale? Alice says, I am? Sorry, I just saw something horrific, and I'm feeling a bit unwell now. Look here. It says test subject ES07, blood type AB, height 125 centimeters. That's a kid. Experiments show that the high affinity immunoglobulins in ES07's blood can effectively promote the aggregation of porcelain components. Alice says not only is Porcelumics conducting human experiments, their test subject is just a child. How could they? Never mind it. Yuzuha might have been like a test subject or something. Alice says yes, it's true. This plan to research children's corruption antibodies was called Project New Leaf. Based on the test subject numbers and the experimental reports, there were probably around a dozen. At the start, all the test subjects' numbers appear in the report, but then they disappeared maybe. After skimming through the report, it seems these kids were living in a lab inside the hollow, surviving on advanced air purification systems and regular injections of anti-corruption medicine. An environment like that is inherently harmful to humans, but the lab still kept conducting corruption-related experiments on them. Before long, the number of children became fewer and fewer. This ES07. Alice says yes, it appears this child survived until the end. If the lab reports can be trusted, they not only have a naturally high aptitude for ether, but they also develop unique antibodies. However, according to this report, Project New Leaf was terminated after ES07 was lost. I suppose this child also... Alice, stop looking. You should take a break. I think it's Yuzuha. She was the one that got away. Alice says, okay, alright. Oh yes, did you find any clues on your end? Talk about your discoveries. Alice says, I see. From the timing, it seems Porcelumics got into contact with the Exaltists not long after a Project New Leaf went bankrupt. I'll check those materials you mentioned later and see if I can find any clues that relate to Porcelumics' upper management.
Let's look elsewhere.
Hello, Monato. Monato says, Belle, Wise, I overheard your conversation. I found a laptop that seems to belong to the Exaltists. Anything inside? We ask. Monato says, I didn't understand much on the experiments and technical stuff, but it's got quite a bit on the Exaltists' history. Mostly connected to the Exaltist remnants in the Yanis Quarter and Meverak. After browsing through the files on the computer, it seems the author was once Landon's follower. Oh, Landon! Going back to 1.7. According to him, when many followers were left lost and certain after Landon's death, Meverak appeared before them as an Exaltist official and settled them in Waifei Peninsula. After the partnership with Porcelumics stabilized, Meverak ascended to the position of Overseer, just as everyone hoped. They publicly declared that the creator would not mold unwilling subjects and rejected Porcelumics' proposal to continue human experimentation. Huh. The Overseer shut down the human experiments, but they just used alleviating water to hurt the residents, yeah. I feel like even the Exaltist faction has kind of like... There's different factions within the Exaltists. Monato says, yeah, it really doesn't seem like their style, but these records remind me of something I heard a few days before. Some captured Exaltist members seemed pretty ticked off at Dr. Lore. They said Dr. Lore defied the creator's will by tricking innocent people with alleviating water, and that's why he was punished. Come to think of it, Dr. Lore did mention something about how he's done even more than what was asked for. Seems like things are pretty complicated with the Exaltists, yeah. I'm thinking like different factions within the Exaltists. Monato says, I'll keep looking through the materials here. Belle, Wise, go check with Yuzuha and Alice on their progress. I already went in like a clockwise.
Porcelumics and the Exaltists. They've been colluding this whole time.
Things are looking even more complicated than we thought. Huh? Miasma!
Watch out! Wait a minute, that's One-Chang. Is that supposed to be One-Chang?
This is a tough one. Watch out, guys.
Belle, look out for yourselves.
Warning. Unidentified individuals detected rapidly approaching Slavian.
How did I trigger that?
Unidentified? Who could that be? Hello, Fairy? Fairy, answer me!
The monsters are covering?
It can absorb energy from the miasma to revive itself.
For the time field name?
If it just keeps feeding on the miasma, we'll get worn down sooner or later.
No! It's recovering again!
Listen up, everyone. I have a way out. Do you remember that fissure? The one I spotted by the connecting corridor at the factory?
Take this!
The fissure is located right outside of this building. Now's our chance! Through the main gate! Over there! The fissure!
Wait, does this connect to Phylum Heights?
Let's go.
I'll boot up!
It's an ambush.
Ferox!
What the hell, they hit Belle? After who knows how long?
Can you hear me? Belle, can you hear my voice? Oh, good. You're awake. Wait, don't move yet. Right. The ether concentration here isn't very high, but if that swelling on your head splits open, the chance of corruption will increase.
What happened afterward?
After you fainted, Ferox and his men brought us here and locked us up. But since you're from Yunquei Summit, and I'm part of the inspection team, Ferox seems unsure about how to handle us. Gotta say, it's lucky I have you big shots here with me this time. As for our current location, judging by direction, we're in the valley behind the Obscura factory. This used to be the materials lab. Oh, we're that close? Ferox took us on a huge detour. I lost track of where we were going. Yuzuha, your sense of direction is amazing. It's not really my sense of direction. Never mind.
Oh, yeah. That pretty much just solidified it. She's definitely the last survivor of the Exaltist experiments.
In short, this is the main base where the Exaltists and Porcelumex conducted their research together.
Where's Monato?
Monato got dragged off for questioning. They were gonna take me, but he broke free and headbutted the guard. So they decided to teach him a lesson. That idiot! But one thing's for sure. Ferox is the one shipping explosives into the Hollow, and he's in cahoots with the Exaltists. As for why he wanted to destroy the Obscura factory and the lab, the answer is pretty clear now.
Oh, Monato. Protect the girlies.
Because of the regenerating monster.
Yup. Ferox's people call it a miasmic fiend. And apparently it just showed up near the Obscura factory not long ago. Ferox sent a bunch of folks to take it out, but they got wrecked, and so did the factory.
That's on Night Chang. Yishuan's older sister.
The monster still hangs around the factory, but its territory is spreading. I heard the guards say it even made it to the industrial port last time. Do you think the white-haired ghost the Asylum Bay kids talked about might actually be... It's gotta be! Ugh, IUA is usually always talking nonsense. I never take any of that seriously. Back on track. If the monster causes any casualties, HIA or Hand will definitely get involved. And once they start chasing it down, they'll figure out Ferox and the Exultus are in it together.
So to keep his crimes under wraps, Ferox had no choice but to get rid of the monster and the evidence.
Oh, and that issue you had with connecting to the outside of the hollow during the earlier fight. Have you fixed it yet?
Nope. Still can't connect to the HDD at all.
Oh yeah, you kind of just got disconnected from Fairy in the middle of the fight against Onne Chang.
Right before the signal cut out, I kinda heard Fairy say something like, "Unidentified individuals detected rapidly approaching." I thought it meant on our side.
Did something happen over at the Swabian Temple too? What should we do now?
We need to figure out how to get ourselves out of this.
Proxy, you're so good at handling crises. You bounce back so fast. I was kinda hoping you'd say that.
Not our first rodeo.
So, a few minutes before you woke up, it seemed something happened and all the guards took off in a rush. Now it's all quiet. The perfect chance to make our move. A room without windows like this must have some vents for fresh air. Must be hiding in the walls or floor somewhere. If we can find a vent, we can totally sneak out through the ducts, just like we did in the factory.
More vent gaming.
Oh, I see. But do you think the vents here are as wide as the ones in the factory? Should be fine. Let's just give it a shot.
Alice says, Belle, I'll handle this area. You go search somewhere else. Alice, I heard you were alright. I forgot to ask before. Alice says, thank you for worrying. You're so sweet. I'm fine. No need to worry. Just seeing these old operating tables and instruments make me wonder, were they used to hurt those children? And these prison-like rooms might have been where they once lived. Also, the color of the buildings in this area remind me of a laboratory I visited as a child. Don't tell me I was right on the other side of that wall where I was. Those children were suffering. So, sorry. I shouldn't get lost in these thoughts right now. Better focus on finding that vent. Vent? There's a vent right there. Wait, we got an achievement for interacting with Alice? Yuzuha says, damn it. This thing that looks like a vent is actually just connected to the room over. Oh, okay. Yuzuha says, Belle, I'll check this area. You can look somewhere else. Looks like you're back to your usual self, we say. Yuzuha says, I've never been a negative person to begin with, and unlike you who just woke up, I've already accepted the fact that Ferox caught us. What I mean is, compared to before encountering the miasmic fiend. Yuzuha says, well duh, seeing all those spine-chilling evil atrocities recorded in those files would make even my brain crash and burn. Alright, let's get to work. If the guards come back, all our efforts will be wasted. Hi, Eos. Belle, Eos will help look for the vent. This journey must have been pretty scary for you. Alright, since we got disconnected from Fairy, also mean we lost Kuya Wise. Eos isn't afraid of bad guys, but I was really worried before that they would separate me from you all. Thankfully, since they don't have enough guards, that didn't happen. Belle, I've been trying to search for Wise's signal, but I can't sense anything. Suddenly, my connection with the outside world was cut off, like the HDD being unplugged. I'm sorry, I can't help at all. To be honest, I'm really worried about the situation over at Sibian Temple. But let's not make Eos worry anymore for now. We think to ourselves. Don't worry, Wise and the others are pretty sharp, we say. Eos says, okay, got it. Time to focus on escaping. Hey, maybe Yishuan is back. Alice says, we found the vent. And just like Yuzuha said, it's definitely big enough for us to crawl through. Well, I don't know if we can actually escape, but this is the only way, we say. Yuzuha says, yeah, first we need to gather intel, figure out how to rescue Minato, and then escape together. Let's head out as soon as everyone's ready. Well, we can't make it before the guards return. Alice, I'll carry Manato's weapon. You just carry about your sword. You just worry about your sword. Huh, they didn't confiscate our weapons? Yuzuha says, of course they did, but they stashed everything in this cell across from us. As soon as the guard left, I had Kama sneak them over. Kama sneak them over. Poor thing was solely wiped from dragging Manato's massive sword around. Alright, let's get ready to head out now. Alright, we're good to go.
Alright, let's hurry and leave. The ether must have gotten into the room through here. Thankfully, no crystals have formed inside.
It's the exit! No one's here. Let's get down. Watch out! Monsters! Let's be quick and quiet. It'd be trouble if Ferox's men find us.
There's a vent in the corner of this room. It worked. Now we can get to the vent.
Sus, Amogus.
Let's hurry up.
Wonder where this will lead us.
Hopefully it'll lead us to where Minato is.
Guys, I think I hear someone next door.
I've never seen Mr. Ferox this rattled before. I can't believe he's losing it for some joke. What do you think the Exaltists are after? Who knows?
We need to stop the fan.
Thinking about those lab monsters gives me the creeps. Just blow this place up already. Oh, besides those brats, I heard we caught one of the cult stragglers too.
Let's get out of here quick!
Can we jump those two guys?
The vent straight ahead!
One more minute in here and I'm gonna snap.
I've been backing you for ages, and this is the mess you leave me with?
This feels very Metal Gear.
Right ahead.
This feels very Metal Gear.
It's Ferox!
Metal Gear 1. No, 2. 2 or 3. Any one of them.
Oh, you Exaltists. Look, I've been more than generous to you over the years.
I mean, it was like Metal Gear that paved the way for Vent. Crawling around in vents, he was the OG.
As long as you give me the tech, you can carry on with your research, praising your creator or whatever. I've never stopped you, right? But seriously, you caused this huge mess in Wi-Fi and then just vanished overnight, leaving the miasmic fiend in my factory? What's the deal with that, huh?
You mortals just won't get the great overseer's plan.
Wait, Overseer? Is he talking about Mevarok? But didn't Shifu take him out already? Or did they fake their death?
Oh, cut the crap. Where's Mevarok now? Where'd that guy take the other Exaltists? Take him away and make him talk. He'll crack sooner or later. Yes, sir. By the way, did that young man held in the warehouse out front say anything? Who sent them? A Yunque Summit disciple and the Time Field girl? How did they get dragged into this?
He's blacked out twice, but just won't say anything.
Damn, they beat the shit out of Minato.
Well, wake him up and keep interrogating him. This is ridiculous. Why are all these people so stubborn?
We're gonna get him out of this.
Oh no, this is bad. We gotta get Minato out of there. Varrock said that Manato's being kept in the front warehouse. We're getting close. Just need to wait for the right moment to save him.
Mr. Ferox! Something's wrong with the monster over by the lab!
What do you mean, something's wrong? Out with it!
While we were trying to take down one of them, those tumor things on its body suddenly burst and then it changed shape. It was about our height at first, but it grew way bigger and got more aggressive. We had no choice but to lure it to an empty room on the first floor of the lab building and lock it in.
Those monsters change shape. What exactly are the Exaltus doing with my lab? Can we get the power in the lab back up?
We've managed to restore some power, but at least half of the labs with the cultivation tanks are still down. It won't be long before the monsters inside break out. If even just 1/10 of those monsters can transform like that, we don't stand a chance. And the one locked up on the first floor might break down the door.
All right, enough. I get it. Follow me. We need to handle the explosives first.
Ferox and his subordinate hurry off.
All clear. Let's hurry up and get Minato.
I thought the Exaltists are kind of just like textbook, comic book,
This
like
should be the
evil group or organization. But they're kind of playing out how like
Or things are gonna get a lot worse for you.
Let's catch them off guard and beat their booties!
beat their booties.
Huh? Who's there? Show yourself!
They're the ones we locked up. How'd they get here?
Minato, are you okay? Oh, crap. You're injured. Badly.
I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Are you really okay? We heard Varrox's subordinates say you passed out twice.
See? I'm awake and all good. Just a bit banged up. Honestly, being sore from a long day at work would be worse. Don't worry. We still need to figure out how to escape. If it comes to the point where I think I'm gonna slow you guys down, I'll let you know.
Hey, don't say stuff like that. It's bad luck.
Sorry.
All right, now let's hurry up and find a way out.
I know it might sound a bit strange coming from a time field, but I just want to say that we've actually got a solution right here. Do to them what they did to us.
Soon a bucket of cold water is poured over one of the enforcers.
What the?
Oh, he looks really uncomfortable. No need to feel guilty, Alice. Being nice to bad guys is just being mean to yourself. Alrighty, you awake? Now it's our turn to ask questions. If you don't want a taste of your own medicine, you better fess up.
Yeah, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. Just ask.
He was pretty quick with it.
Where's the nearest exit?
It's on the second floor of the lab building.
The lab building?
Yeah, if you head out of the main gate of the warehouse, it's the building right across. That's it. There's a stable fissure on the end of the second floor that leads to the industrial port. That's how we used to get here.
How can we trust you?
I got a phone. It's in my suit's inner pocket, and it has the map.
Oh, let me check. Just as I thought.
Something wrong, Yuzuha?
Nothing. He isn't lying. The fissure is hidden at the room at the end of the hallway. But what did you mean by how we used to get here?
It's the building. It's not safe anymore. The Exaltists are doing some weird experiments in there, and there are monsters in those tanks. Ooh, with the power cut, a bunch of them have already gotten loose.
Any other exits?
Yes, yes. There's a big plaza on the other side of the warehouse.
No. That's the way we were brought in. Ferox went that way just now. If we get close, they'll probably catch us.
Sounds like the lab is our only option. I just heard Ferox say that the monsters there are under control for now.
All right, then let's do it. Thanks for the info, mister. You can go back to snoozing now.
Who's gonna throw the punch?
Hey, wait, no, wait!
Before the guy can say another word, Yuzuha knocks him out cold. That was Yuzuha. Yuzuha says, Minato, are you okay there? Want to take a break? Seems pretty safe around here for now. Minato says, don't worry, I'm fine. I've been sitting around long enough anyway. I was just thinking about stretching my legs. Okay, then let's go.
All right, let's head to the lab.
I love Minato, he's a sweet dude. Hey, this just goes back to Phylum Heights.
The door is over there.
Or maybe it's just like reused assets.
Impressive. You just took one glance at the map and managed to remember the layout?
I love that Minato looks like he's aura farming. Wait, I want to take a screenshot. They just like randomly...
Kama says he doesn't really like the vibe here, and I second that.
The aura farmer. Wait, why is there a branching path on it?
That's the place they kept us locked up in.
Oh, really?
The elevator is right across.
Leave the miasma to me.
There's something behind the door. This is where they locked up the monster?
The fissure's on the second floor. Let's move.
What the hell? Use her protecting Alice.
Are you okay, Minato?
I'm fine.
Monato's hurt.
Belle, you handle the miasma. We'll take care of this thing.
A Joker ethereal?
This presence. Listen, guys, stay sharp. This is a sacrifice.
It's a sacrifice, what?
Sacrifice?
Yes, it's the kind of monster the Exaltists have been researching for a long time now. Tech evolved so much already.
We gotta take it down quick, before Ferox's men notice us!
What is it doing? Ow!
Take this! Your luck's run out! Go, Kama!
Boom! Finish it
For the time
with the null.
name, I will never lose!
Damn, they popped a sacrifice.
I heard some noise in the lab building where that monster was locked up.
What? You mean those brats got away? Were they the ones that made that racket just now? Yes? Got it. Let's move. Team A's already gone in through the back door to the second floor. They won't let them get near the fissure. We need to block the first floor door.
On the other side.
Oh no! I think they heard the fight!
I hear them from the second floor and outside. What do we do now? Ugh.
Minato, wait. You're coughing up blood. You were already hurt, and to protect me, you...
Ugh. Belle, let's put that aside and just come up with a plan. Ugh.
There's a lot of space outside and a lot of fog. Can we use the weather to our advantage? But if they block off just a few key routes, we'll never escape. What about the second floor? There are enemies guarding the fissure. Do we really want to face them head on? Minato and the others are already too worn out for another fight. Focus. Think. What do we do now?
Okay, listen up, guys. I've got another way out. Take the elevator down to the basement, and at the end of the hallway, there's a giant sewer that leads straight to the underground river on Lemnian Island. It's a bit risky, but it's definitely a way out of the hollow.
What?
The enemies are right on our tail, so come on! Hurry up! We're running out of time!
Where's Team 2? We should be here. You guys start the fissure. We'll go downstairs and check things out.
Yep. Yuzuha is definitely the survivor, the sole survivor of the experiments. Does she have survivor's guilt somehow?
This way! Follow me!
Hey, you little punks! Listen up!
Leave us alone.
Give up and surrender now!
Uh-oh. More monsters!
Minato, stay back and leave it to us! Strike!
Oh, you think you can get away?
This way! Hurry!
Don't forget,
Ignore him!
I know who
Focus on the
you are,
monsters!
and I can always get to your family and friends.
With me to take a look.
And I'm
Ignore the
definitely
monsters!
gonna take
Just charge right through!
Yes, ma'am. This feels
The
like
sewer entrance. Here we are. This is it!
this feels like the Lies of P, the certain section in the Lies of P DLC.
It's just as you said. There really is a sewer here. And it's big enough for us to crawl through easily. Belle, take Minato. Alice, come on, let's rip these boards off. We'll use them to stay afloat. Right!
Yuzuha, how did you know about this place?
Shh! Don't talk. Save your energy. If you pass out in the water, you're done for.
Wait. Seems like Yuzuha.
Yup, you guessed it. I've been here before.
This is how she escaped before.
When I was little, I was a test subject for Porcel Lumex, and lived in this lab for a very long time. And I'm the lucky survivor they mentioned in those files they were gonna destroy.
Whoa.
I thought I'd be a test subject forever. But one day this uncle helped me escape. And we used this exact sewer.
What happened to the OG-san?
I never thought I'd come back here. And I can't believe they're still up to no good after all these years. And the sewer looks exactly the same. Yuzuha. They're catching up to us. Let's hustle. The water's cold, so stretch out a bit and warm up. Belle, you and Minato should use the same board. You guys go first.
You help the injured Minato jump into the sewer together? I'm gonna be stinky after this. Bro, Minato is fucking dying.
Hold on tight to the float. This river moves fast, so we can get out of this hollow in 20 minutes tops.
Alice, Yuzuha, we'll head out first. You guys better catch up fast.
Don't worry about us. Good. They're off. It's your turn now, Alice. Grab the float. Your turn. Wait!
Your
What do
turn.
you mean, my turn? Why aren't you getting in the water yet?
My turn.
You go first. I'll be right behind you.
Hey, what is she doing?
No! Yuzuha! You're lying!
Why? What is she doing?
I'm not lying. There's no time. Let go!
Oh, no wonder the OG-san stayed behind to protect her. So she could get away.
No! I won't let go! I need you to explain everything first! Listen, Alice. Don't worry about me. Trust me. I've got this. I know it sucks, but we lost this round. Ferox will soon wipe the evidence here. I know him. He won't let anyone get away. But I'm pretty sure that as long as I go with him, Ferox won't bother you guys again. What are you trying to say? Yuzuha, please, don't listen to Ferox's nonsense. Once we're outside, we'll find a way. I'm the one who dragged you all into this. It's my fault. So I should be the one to face the consequences. What? Why should you be the one to... I don't understand! Yuzuha, please, just come with me! Alice, don't you get it? You lost your dad because of me!
Oh, it was her OG. The OG-san was her dad.
Did you say? Alice, I'm sorry. I owe you this. What is this? Yuzuha! 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 It's okay. This will work. Now, time to do what must be done!
Oh, damn, she did the fucking Shonen MC.
Nearby
Fuck.
monsters are sorted. Time to go and say hi.
Yuzuha, no!
Found him! In
Oh.
here!
I gotta say, 2.1 I think has been one of the better, if not one of the best updates for Zenless Zone Zero, I think.
Mr. Ferox, we've got someone.
Just one little girl? Where are the others?
Well, she's the only one we found when we got there.
You useless fool! Hey kid, where are your friends? Tell me! I'm sure you all heard what I just said. If you don't surrender, it won't just be you. Everyone you care about will suffer too.
There is no doubt in my mind, Mr. Ferox. You are absolutely capable of that. But seriously, why, at this critical moment, waste your time on these little nobodies?
What do you mean?
For a big shot like you, sir, no one has the power to mess with you. Not without solid proof. So, get rid of whatever there is in the hollow. No one can touch you. As for the others, I don't even know if they'll make it out of the hollow. Even if they do, they won't want to risk their necks ever again.
But they will.
Nice try. You're just saying they're not a threat to me, so I'll let them go.
Yeah, all of this mess started because of me. So if you're looking to point fingers, here I am.
Taking all the blame yourself. That's a gutsy move. But seriously, what do you, a clueless little girl, know about cutting deals, huh? What can you even do?
Mister, don't be mad. You're a businessman. I came to you, right? You can believe I do have something you want. Remember this mark?
Ah!
That's...
Years ago, there was a special test subject in this lab. Her blood had these amazing antibodies that could push the purity of your porcelain beyond the company's previous limits and rake in huge profits. You once said she was worth more than the whole lab, and she was like the princess here.
I kind of like that contrast against Alice also being a princess of a noble family.
Too bad she vanished one day. You must have felt just as terrible as you do having to give up this lab today.
Oh, I get it now. You're the kid who got away. So you didn't die in the hollow. Someone, grab her!
Nobody move! If anyone takes a step closer, it'll be my blood on your hands. Mr. Ferox, now that you're remembering all this, how about we cut a deal? If you let them go, I can help you make back your losses. You know I've got that kind of power.
What? You want to be a test subject again?
That's right.
Wow. You finally broke free, only to waltz right back into trouble. You really are a lost cause, kid.
We're gonna get you out of here.
No, Mr. Ferox. I'm satisfied trading my freedom for their lives. Yup. It's time to return the borrowed luck from that day.
Oh! It's peak, I think.
You're doing great, Yuzuha. This is the last injection for today.
Don't bother trying to talk to her. The child won't respond no matter what you say.
Is it PTSD from the previous corruption immunity experiments? I heard she was the only child who survived.
Motherfucker, she got put through the Ren. Oh shit. She went through the Ren experiments. One sec. She's just like Ren. No shot.
Probably. But
no
again,
shot.
Hadn't taken her back in, she would have starved to death.
The Exaltists are just like the DG cult. They got the fucking whatchamacallit, those fucked up. The lodges, I think, is what they were called. That's crazy. I thought it was like Honkai Star Rail that was mostly taking like inspiration from the Trail series, but no, this is just Sky.
That's right. I'm just lucky to be alive. And lately, I've even found a new source of joy. It's this vent here on the floor. If you follow the duct, you can crawl into a showroom lab meant for special guests. And from there, eavesdrop on all sorts of interesting things. Wow, I'm in luck! Someone's here today. So this is how porcelain is made, Daddy? That's amazing!
Wow, Alice.
Huh? It's a kid! Looks like she's about the same age as me.
Oomphy, they're both Oomphy mode.
Come, let's visit the next lab.
Wait for me, Daddy! So pretty. What a lucky day this is! But what I didn't expect that day was... because the dose I was given that day was higher than usual, I dozed off in the duct, woozy and dazed. I had no idea how long I slept. Oh no! I fell asleep.
What's going on here? Why is there a child in the ventilation duct? What's all over this child's body? Don't tell me Porcelumex is conducting human experiments.
Oh, Dad was pretty quick with it.
Seal all the exits! Someone is escaping with an important research subject!
If word gets out about our secrets here, it's all over! After them!
Mister? Maybe... you should just leave me.
Motherfucker, we need to get Joshua and Levy on the case. Dad was no Joshua.
Don't say something so foolish.
That was no Joshua and Levi who took out the whole lodge.
Don't worry. We've arrived at our destination.
Dad got shot.
Safety now.
It's a stream!
Yes, it leads to an underground river beneath Lemnian Hollow. Even if the hollow's structure keeps changing, the water will never lose its way. It will reach the sea for sure. The current here is fast. Just 20 minutes or so, and you'll be out of the hollow.
Mister, aren't you coming with me?
You go first. I'll be right behind you.
No!
Now hold on tight to the float. Don't let go no matter what.
Okay.
All right. Now it's time for me to do what I have to do. I can't let them discover this drainage route. I have to get as far away from here as possible.
And as luck would have it, I was free. But that same stroke of luck also shattered her happiness.
Must be some kind of fate for her to run into Alice again. Of course. The red thread of fate, or whatever. The rushing water sweeps us along as we speed through the underground river made of pipes and rocks. All we can do is hold on tight to our floats. So, did the young Yuzuha who set out on her journey feel as lost as a tossed leaf drifting on the water?
Where are we?
It's outside the hollow. We made it! What about Yuzuha and Alice? Did they manage to catch up?
I'm here. I'm right here.
Alice, why is it just you? Where's Yuzuha?
Yuzuha... she...
Wait. Look. Something's coming through the fog.
That shadow. Is it a boat?
Uh-oh.
Are we saved?
What if we're just fucking caught again?
No, wait. Hold on. They're shining a flashlight. They're searching for something. Are those Ferox's men? They've tracked us down here? This isn't good. We're about to get caught.
Uh-huh. Right there. Sorry about the wait.
Isolde.
Wait. Did I hear Miss Isolde? What is she doing here?
Okay, she's oomph.
Belle, it's me.
Huh?
Hang tight. We're coming to get you.
She's oomph, okay. I'm still a little bit suspicious of her, but she's oomph. Not long after in Sailoon Bay.
Still feeling cold, Belle? How about another cup of Senior's ginger tea?
No thanks. Don't worry. I'm good now.
Well, the color's back in your cheeks. Guess you're feeling better now. We've puzzled out what went down on your side. Now it's our turn to fill you in on what happened at Swabian Temple. While you were dealing with that miasmic fiend, Ferox sent people to the temple. He must have been worried about getting exposed, so he wanted to lock us up too. But Obel Squad beat them to it. They figured out Ferox's plan, and we quickly followed them to safety here.
Sorry, Belle. Everything happened so quickly, and we wanted to avoid a showdown with Ferox's crew.
Obel Squad out of nowhere.
We had to bail with just the essentials. I was hoping to reconnect sooner, but once we hit Sailoon Bay, the HDD signal was all over the place. By the time I finally got through, Ferry said your signal was moving at 18 kilometers an hour. Good thing Colonel Isolde has so much experience. She figured you were probably in the underground river of the island, so we hopped on a boat to come get you.
Colonel Isolde?
She's pretty high up.
Sorry, I haven't had time to fill you in yet. I'm still on active duty in the military. And I'm here in Waifei Peninsula because the Defense Force thinks some bigwigs at Porcelumex are cozying up to the Exaltists. So they sent me to lead Obel Squad for a stealthy investigation. At first, I figured you guys might stumble upon some clues that could help us out. but I never imagined things would blow up like this. Listen, even though we're here with a duty to the Defense Force, I hope you can trust me and Obo Squad. We're not cold-hearted. We're not here to take advantage of you. If I had known this would drag you all into danger, I would have done everything in my power to talk you out of entering the Hollow.
Honestly, thanks to you, we're closer to uncovering the truth. We completely misjudged how dangerous it was inside the Hollow. But right now, the most important thing is that our friend Yuzuha is still in there. We've got to get her out. And Ferox is about to erase all the evidence inside that Hollow.
Right. We can't let that happen. If you don't take him out quickly, he'll become a real and terrible threat to your safety. Not to mention destroy many more lives.
Okay, so Isolde is mega oomph. I was suspicious of her.
I'll talk with Magus about our game plan. In the meantime, why don't you check on your teammates? After that, we can map out the rescue plan together.
Saw you MLB Kita-san, how the fuck? Who are you talking about? Panda says, I was wondering why the miasma in the Hollow wasn't decreasing at all after all this time. Turns out that Overseer is still alive. Oh, Orpheus is in the back. You? I don't know who you're talking about. That scared me. I think there's something fishy behind this. Wise says, those guys had Porcelain Mix's backing, but suddenly turned against them. Something fishy is definitely going on here. I love her high heels. High platform, high heels. Wise says, but when I called Shifu just now, she didn't sound surprised at all. She even said no wonder something felt off back then. Has Seed shown up? Might show up in a bit. Because everybody from Moboth Squad is here. About that miasmic fiend, did you tell Shifu? Wise says, yeah, right. After I mentioned running into a powerful monster, Shifu immediately asked if it had the appearance of a woman. I always thought the miasmic fiend looked familiar. Looks like my hunch was right. Wise says Shifu suspects that since the monster is so powerful, the previous small-scale data pile failure was probably caused by its emergence. I see. Did Shifu say anything else? Panda says, Shifu says her airship will arrive at Waifei Peninsula soon and how we should focus on the rescue mission. Panda says, Senior Shiyuan and Fufu were worried sick when they heard about our situation, but Shifu said that by the time they made it back here, everything would have been decided already, so she made them stay put. Time is running short, but Ferox still hasn't finished up setting up the explosives. We've got a chance. Wise says, Bell, I've got some good news. The temporary HDD setup is complete, so we can now connect to the Hollow from Sailoon Bay. Nice. Panda says, thank you. Panda says, anyway, don't worry about things here. Go check on Minato and Alice. We were saying thank you to Wise. Wise says, by the way, Trigger and Soldier 11 are both here today. Why don't you take this chance to go say hi? Hi as in H-I-G-H. There's a lot of typo errors recently, which is good. I'd rather have typo errors than get some AI to do the translations, which is apparently the case for Honkai Star Rail's like French translators. Anyways, that's another matter. I'm not gonna dive into it. I'm already like running short on time. I'm gonna say hi to Mogus. Magus. Orphe. I love her high platform boots. I don't know if I'm rolling for her. She looks like Bagpipe from Mark Knights. I like Bagpipe. Haven't played Arc Knights in a while. Minato, he's up and run. He's up.
Oh.
Trigger! Trigger says, I only managed to give you emergency first aid. Don't move around too much or you might aggravate your injuries. Minato says, but they took Yuzuha. I can't... Ugh. Trigger says, the fact that you're still standing and talking shows more grit than most people have known. Even among soldiers, few could hold up like you. Minato, just listen to Trigger. Trigger says, Proxy, you're here. Though coming from you, that whole don't push yourself thing isn't exactly convincing. Minato says, you know each other? Trigger says, yes, the two proxies are very important companions, and my teammate, Soldier 11, is also well acquainted with them. While military matters take priority, rest assured that we stand with you. Obo Squad won't sit idle. That's right, Obo Squad is an elite military squad. The colonel also said she'd help rescue Yuzuha. Minato says, really? Thank you so Ow! Ugh! What's wrong? Trigger says, don't worry, it seems the pain is hitting you now that you've calmed down. Like painkillers will need some time to kick in. Mr. Kamano, you should lie down for a bit. Together with Trigger, you help Minato to the vacant house rented by the Obo Squad nearby. Then you return outside with her. Hi, Oomph. Trigger says, you know, like Mr. Kamano, you also push yourself way too hard. Me? Never. Trigger says, really? Proxy, you told me before that you and your sibling could enter the hollow physically, but I thought you'd take it slow and not go in so often like this. I've gotten stronger just like I promised, we say. Trigger says, seeing you grow, seeing us getting closer to our goal, it truly makes me happy. And we must rely on your strength to deal with the miasma, but entering the hollow in physical form is far too risky. Your chances of running into danger are infinitely higher than before. This is the price for finding the truth. As a soldier, you must understand. Besides, I got you by my side. You were the first one to spot me just now, right?
Oh?
Trigger says, how crafty of you, Proxy. When I went on the sea rescue mission with the Colonel and your brother, I was the first one to spot you. But my ether vision doesn't really work outside the hollow. Otherwise, I could have saved you all much sooner. As you can see, I still have my shortcomings. So I'm afraid of losing important companions again. You consider us important companions? Smile. Trigger says, I understand your determination now, Proxy. I'll help you rescue Miss Yuzuha. Thanks, Trigger. We love you. Trigger says, alright, it's settled then. I swear on my life to keep you safe, and please watch my back too. I'll stay here and look after Mr. Kamano. Go check on how the others are doing while there's still time. See you in a bit. Oh, there's Seed. Soldier 11 says you're here. Flickering candlelight. Looks like you finally got some of your glow back. Who's this with you? Soldier 11 says, let me introduce you to my teammate Seed. She's a bit odd, but she's an excellent soldier and a reliable partner. light floaty voice. Yo-ho, I'm White Pineapple Ponytail's teammate. White Scooter Demon at your service. And a feminine, airy voice is coming from the mech. It doesn't sound like the mech system. Wait, I've heard that voice before. So she's Seed. That's hilarious. She's just like Firefly. Except she's a big-ass mech. Actually, Sam is also pretty massive. Soldier 11 says, I'm not a pineapple. Seed, this is uncharacteristic of you. You're actually talking to strangers today. It's rare for you and Trigger to agree on someone, Seed says. So I was kind of curious about this proxy you both mentioned. Soldier 11 says, I see. And what do you think? Seed says, how should I put it? It's the scent of my own kind? What the hell does she mean by that? Soldier 11 says, come to think of it, the proxy used to possess Bangbu. A bit like how you've been hanging out in Seed Senior's cockpit all this time. Seed says, hey, that's not what I meant at all. Wait, oh, so is like this... machine, like, remotely being operated. These two just started chatting away like I'm not even here. Seed says, The proxy must have been secretly complaining about how we just left her hanging like that. Seed says, hey there, proxy, I'm Seed. Hey Seed, are you inside the mech? Seed says, by mech you mean Seed Senior? Not quite right, but not exactly quite wrong either. Seed says, though I'd love to meet you in person, looks like the action's about to start. Let's save the main course for our next meal. Been nothing but stealth and recon missions lately. Finally get to stretch my legs. Have you guys been here long? We ask. Soldier 11 says, actually we came here to scout the area a week before Colonel Isolde arrived. We've been staying in the nearby mountains. Since we suspect ties between Porcelumix's higher-ups and the Exaltists, we're keeping separate tabs on Damien, Lucro, and Ferox's movements. Seed's mainly keeping tabs on Ferox's goons. Earlier today, she was the one who caught them trying to attack Suibian Temple. Huh? They did? Thank you for saving Senior Yinhu and Wise. The fuck? They actually attacked Suibian Temple. That's fucked up. Actively attacked. Seed says, no worries. I'm also happy to meet someone with a similar scent. Next time, I might even let you ride on our shoulders. Seed can move. Soldier 11 says, Seed can move fast and can carry quite a load, which will surely come in handy for what's ahead. We'll go prepare. Catch you in a bit. After that, Soldier 11 and Seed leave. Alice, how you holding up?
Alice, you doing all right?
Oh, Belle, it's you.
You good? You've been holding that hairpin for a while.
I'm fine, really. No need to worry about me. There's still a lot on my mind, but I'm slowly calming down. So, my father didn't actually die in a car accident. He discovered the secret of that lab.
You and your dad aren't to blame. It's Ferox. He's committed unforgivable crimes.
Yes, but what's strange is the feeling that fills my heart right now isn't rage. My father didn't turn a blind eye to evil. He saved Yuzuha. He was brave until his last breath. A true time field.
He was a hero.
Belle, you know, right before Yuzuha pushed me away, she told me she owed this to me. But I don't agree. When my father saved her, he wouldn't have wanted her to repay him like that someday. Belle, I must get Yuzuha out. I want Ferox and everyone who hurt us to pay for what they've done. And I will return this hairpin to Yuzuha in person.
Right. Let's make sure you hand that hairpin back to her. Something feels different about Alice. At least she seems okay. I guess I'll stop stressing about her for now.
That is the look of determination.
Let's go. Time's running out. We need to discuss the rescue plan with the Defense Force.
We got our game face on. Let's go. She's hyper locked in.
All right, everyone's here. Let's kick things off then. We need to move quickly to the Hollow, stop Ferox's scheme, and rescue Miss Ukinami. Captain Magus, could you and Orphe please explain the current situation to everyone?
Roger that. All right, everyone. Oboe Squad's strength can definitely bridge the gap you had before, but we're currently facing two major obstacles. First, our identities as part of the Defense Force, and second, how to get there.
As you all know, the Defense Force and TOPS are like oil and water. If we just dive into the Wi-Fi situation, it's gonna cause a whole world of chaos between them.
That is, we need a way to keep your identities under wraps. Or perhaps we can find some help to pull off this rescue.
Yes, but honestly, the real headache is the second one.
how do we actually get to the site? Hmm? What do you mean? There was a route we used before, but that's a no-go now. In a panic to escape the miasmic fiend, I had them blow up the fissure at the lab.
Well, it was a tough call. And I just checked with Fairy. We found the blast set off a chain reaction that totally wrecked the hollow structure. Now the route from Siloon Bay to the lab is several times longer. The extra travel time could throw off our entire mission.
Is there really no other way to get into the hollow?
There is another way, and the entrance is pretty close, but it's only accessible by cable car.
In other words, right under Porcelumex's nose. That certainly is tricky. With all the recent security checks, the cable car entrance to the hollow is tightly controlled. Just getting the cable car running requires high-level internal permissions, even within Porcelumex.
Wait, I just thought of someone. Someone who has high-level permissions and who could be a solid ally.
Damien?
Belle? Wait, do you mean Mr. Damien Blackwood?
Yup. The two bigwigs of Porcelumex, Ferox and Lucro, have been at each other's throats since forever, and Damien's stuck in the middle of their drama. If we hand him this chance to bring Ferox down, and if he plays it right, he could cozy up to Lucro and climb the Porcelumex ladder.
You're right. Damien's sharper than anyone when it comes to personal gain. There's no way he'd pass up a deal like this. And as long as he can back us up, we can keep Obel Squad's identity under wraps.
Is this too risky, Colonel?
While the plan definitely comes with risks, it's honestly the best chance we have.
All right. I'll call Damien right now to set up a meeting.
Magus, let everyone know we're gearing up to move.
Yes, ma'am.
Damien says, I heard you wanted to see me now, and we need to find a place where no one's around. You should know that making such demands won't fly unless you've got something really worthwhile to the table. That's the last thing you're worried about. If anything, what I'm offering is so valuable that it might be way above your price range. Damien says, looks like someone's confident. Alright, I'll take that lottery ticket off your hands. I'll wait for you near the upper cable car at Phylum Heights. Remember, you only have 5 minutes. Okay, let's go. I wanted to interact with our friends, but we gotta get a move on. Zolda says, have we heard from Damien yet? What's the situation? We're meeting at Phylum Heights. Zolda says, alright everyone, get ready to Phylum Heights. Are you ready to go? Yep, let's go. Soon after, you arrive near the meeting point. Loading screen. No loading screen. Okay, that was pretty quick. Hey man. I still don't like you. Damien says, good. Right on time. What are you doing? Damien says, taking in the night view. I hate waiting, but at least this scenery helps take the edge off. Besides, the cold wind is good for keeping a cool head. You did tell me you were possibly offering something far more valuable than I'm giving in exchange. Damien says, alright, let's wrap up the small talk. Let's not keep our fellow guests waiting.
I must be seeing things. Not only do we have Yunque's summit, but also Miss Timefield and Miss Isolde all together. What's brought all of you here? Looks like you've set up quite the surprise for me, Master Bell. Now, if you'd be so kind as to explain.
You briefly tell Damien about what happened earlier?
So, Ferox has been colluding with the Exaltus and running a secret lab in the Hollow. Now he's kidnapped your companion, and what's more, he's also planning to destroy all the evidence? Master Bell, do you truly understand the implications of this?
It means there's a solid opportunity right in front of you now. Mr. Damien, Ferox's actions seriously threaten the safety of Wi-Fi Peninsula and even Porcelumex's future. If we work together to stop him, not only can we keep Wi-Fi safe, but you'll also get rid of a major obstacle in your career.
I cannot deny that things would be much easier for me with Ferox out of the picture. But if we catch him now, I'm afraid Wi-Fi Peninsula will have much more than just a safety inspection to worry about.
It may damage the company's reputation in the short term, but if you're the one bringing this to light during the safety inspection, neither the government nor the Defense Force will have anything against you. And in the long run, it shows people Porcelumax's sincerity and commitment.
You certainly make some good points.
Play into his greed.
But emphasizing the upsides while avoiding mention of the potential risks isn't exactly a recipe for healthy cooperation. I was assuming our success when I said that Wi-Fi Peninsula would have more to worry about. But what if we fail? Time's running out. Once Ferox destroys the evidence, all your accusations will turn into baseless defamation. And if that happens, no one will emerge unscathed, myself included. Let me reiterate. You are, without a doubt, dangling an enticing opportunity in front of me. But there's nothing solid enough for me to go all in on. For the sake of our friendship, I can pretend today didn't happen.
Damn.
I'll take my leave now.
Oh, I see. This might take a little bit of convincing from Alice.
Wait!
Have something to say, Miss Timefield?
Mr. Damien, I have just what you need. If you can help us with our upcoming mission, I, as the heir of the Timefield family, promise that once it's done, I'll hand over the family's patent rights for anti-corruption medicine to Porcelumex. For free.
Hold on, Alice. What are you saying?
All this to save Yuzuha?
Oh. For free?
That's right. You have many workers in the Hollow in Wi-Fi Peninsula, and those patent fees you pay us are a pretty hefty dent in your budget every year. In addition, acquiring this patent will surely advance other research related to corruption. And I know Porcelumex is eager to break free from Jonathan Consortium. So, Mr. Damien, is this offer enough to get you in on this gamble?
I didn't think the Timefield princess could muster the courage to look me straight in the eye and speak like this. You've truly impressed me.
Are we in agreement, then?
If the heir of the Timefield family is putting her chips on the table, backing down now would only make me look like a coward.
Man. It's gonna be like everything that her dad, her whole family's worked hard on, though. Damien says I'll go make the necessary preparations and we can meet at the Phylum Heights cable car station later. Belle says, didn't Ferox send people to Suibian Temple for us before? Is it really okay for us to just go to the cable car station in the open? Damien says, that's exactly why I need to prepare. First, I'll need to find all the people lurking around in wait, then come up with a good enough excuse to send them far, far away. And to get the cable car running in the dead of night, we'll need to grease some palms over at the station. Well, I'm heading out now. I shall see you later. Go and save Yuzuha. That's pretty funny. That turns his table. Yuzuha's turned into like the damsel in distress, the princess in the castle that we need to save.
I've arranged for the cable car. I'll operate it myself and get you across.
She's our Princess Peach. Well, at least Alice's Princess Peach.
Can you actually operate the cable car?
I'm not the kind who just sits back and barks orders like a washed-up kingpin. You should be grateful I have these skills. This is way too important to leave to someone else. But let's get one thing straight. If you fail, I'll cut ties with you faster than you can blink. I'll act as if I were forced to start the cable car. As for whether I can convince them, well, that'll be in the hands of fate.
So you had a backup plan all along.
Just a survival strategy I've picked up as I climbed the ladder. All right. Have we established the rescue team?
It's settled. The first group will be Belle, Alice, and Obel Squad.
Another thing that I really like about Zenless Zone Zero writing, same thing with Honkai Star Rail when it comes to the IPC, is that they're not afraid to lean into the human's capacity to be greedy. Like with Damien, a lot of the characters with tops, and the IPC characters in Honkai Star Rail.
Once Yishuan Sifu gets here, I'll act as her proxy and escort her into the Hollow as backup. She's on her way to Phylum Heights now.
Adding Yishuan Shifu to the mix should certainly improve our chances.
If we are the ones to bring Ferox out of the Hollow, it'll certainly raise some eyebrows. So, I'll leave the cleanup to all you Yunquei Summit Masters.
It's reassuring to see how perceptive you are, Miss Isolde.
Sorry I can't come with. I'll leave Yuzuha to you.
No! I guess he's still hurt.
Don't worry, Monato. We'll make sure to bring Yuzuha back safe and sound. If everyone's prepared, let's not waste time and get moving.
Wise says, Belle, how's it going? Ready to head out? Let's go! Before long, you use the cable car and quickly enter the hollow. With the help of Obel Squad, you then make your way from the cliffs to the second floor of the lab building.
Target area reached. Operation start.
Ugh, the miasma here is thick.
That's odd. How has the miasma here thickened so much in the short time we've been away?
I can see it. The ground and walls have all suffered major damage under the miasma.
All from the Fiend?
Wait, does that mean the miasmic fiend has been here?
You mean the monster you ran into earlier? Yes. Those marks seem to have been made by something of a similar size.
This Fiend is turning up to be like our own version of like Mr. X or Nemesis for Zenless Zone Zero. It's pretty funny.
All right, everyone, stay alert. Don't worry, we got it. Let's go.
Thanks, everyone. We are counting on you.
The door can be opened from this
Watch
side.
out, monsters!
Copy that.
Oh, we don't have Yuzuha.
See. Nearby biothermal signal detected.
Ouch.
Is it Ferox's men?
I'm like door stuck.
No. I suspect it's the survivor from outside the door that was on the ground.
I'm all ears.
Roger that.
Increase firepower. You're cornered.
Let's go. Just as you said, someone's on the ground.
Oh, Ferox's goons are getting fucked by the... Can you hear us? He's dead. Dying thug. You guys are... We're here to rescue you. The dying thug says, Monster, that fiend, it's here. Hi, Thea. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Atlas says, just as we thought, the miasmic fiend's already gotten into this area. Have you seen a girl with red hair? We say. The dying thug says, Storage ran over there. Help! Soldier 11 says, I'm sorry, he's dead. His injuries were too severe. Magus says, Proxy, Miss Alice, do you know about the warehouse he was talking about? Alice says, yeah, it's not far from this building. Follow me.
The others seem to have fled to the warehouse. Prepped and ready.
Engaging.
Let's go take a look.
Just leave the monsters. Let's hurry.
Okay, fine. I love a good fight, though. Wait, where do we go? This way? Why is it pointing at the ethereal that's here? Yeah, it's through here. Oh, I have to press a button. It's for B1 floor. Never mind, first floor. How would you give me the option to go down to B1 floor? I had to skip rolling for like Soldier 11. Not really a fan of like the stunner archetype.
There are so many bodies in here!
Seems there was a tough fight.
The warehouse is right over there.
But then not rolling for triggers kind of made me suffer in that.
Don't come any closer!
Someone's there!
I'm not able to make the most.
The survivors.
Solid hit! Score one for me!
Thank heavens! Someone's here!
I'm not able to make the most out of like my soldier Andy.
Help!
But I think it should be okay because I managed to roll for like
in the corner.
Fufu.
Don't move.
Which I think is a pretty good alternative to soldier to trigger. And also yuzuha.
Finally! We're safe!
Also works with soldier 11 also works with soldier Anbi and Fufu, I think.
What happened here?
Ah! Oh, am I really so scared of that monster that I'm hearing a gun talk?
Your hearing and mind are fine. So can you please calm down for a moment and tell us what happened here? Please, be honest. What you say could really help save lives.
Oh, okay. Got it. Just now, we were checking the explosives nearby when that miasmic fiend suddenly came out of the lab building.
Yeah, they got kind of fucking done in like how Nemesis done in the Star Squad and everybody else.
Everyone jumped into action, but that thing can't be killed with bullets. Even if you manage to knock it down, it just absorbs energy from the miasma and gets right back up.
We've seen it before.
There was a researcher with Ferox who said the monster's core is special, wrapped in something that gives it those powers. But every time we tried to hit the core, it dodged us, and then I got hit and passed out.
Where did Ferox go? Did you see a red-haired girl?
I was out cold, so I don't know where everyone went after that. But yeah, I did see that girl. She was with Ferox the whole time. She's supposed to be a prisoner, but for some reason, Ferox has been treating her like a princess. He said he wouldn't let her get hurt.
Great. At least Yuzuha is safe for now.
There are traces of a fight all along this path. If we follow them, we should be able to find Ferox and the others.
Wait! There's a serious problem right now. Because of the fiend, the miasma around here has gotten thicker, and more monsters keep showing up. Plus the lab's power is down. The monsters that the Exaltus created are gonna break out any second! The thing is, we've already rigged this place to blow. And if those monsters accidentally trigger the detonator, we're as good as dead!
Oh no!
That damn miasmic fiend has completely screwed our plan!
It appears we must handle both the rescue and the explosives simultaneously. Do we have enough people for that?
There's no need to worry.
Which one?
Let's just split into 2 teams and get moving.
That voice! It's Shifu!
Do we get to play as Yishun too?
Sorry for the wait, Belle. I've met up with Wise and I'm on my way to you now. I'll be there in no time. Defense Force friends, since the explosives could cause immense danger, splitting into 2 teams appears to be the optimal route. The Defense Force can focus on securing the lab while I deal with Ferox's crew and the miasmic fiend. How does that sound?
It's rare, but this time I actually agree with the Yunque Summit High Preceptor. Alright then, Seed and Soldier 11, you're with me on the explosives. Trigger, go with the proxy and keep looking for Ferox.
Yes, Captain.
Mister, do you know where all the explosives are?
Yeah, I do.
Can you show us, please? Proxy, don't worry. We promise we'll keep this place safe. Trigger, Alice, let's keep moving.
Oh, we're only stuck with Trigger now. We're not getting any of that. Wait, does Alice work? Oh.
It's so awful. These people. They're all...
The monsters here are strong. Stay alert.
Biosignal detected. A small organism is in the corner of the plaza. Recalibrating.
Phew, phew, phew.
Small organism? Could it be Kama? Yeah!
Kama went to look for help?
You're all riddled with flaws.
Nice try. Adjusting for wind. Supporting position.
Keep it up! Focus on the target. Blink your strikes to score.
Engaging head on.
I'm all ears.
I love Alice's like full bar attack. It looks so cool.
It really is Kama. He's heading into that building.
Follow him. Yuzuha must be in there.
Look at him go. She can fight that fucking thing? Yishuan! Shifu!
I'm not too late, am I?
You're just in time.
She's so cool. She's
Let's put an end to this.
She shows up for the second she shows up, she immediately starts like aura farming.
Yuzuha, you good? How are you holding up?
Don't worry. I'm good.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
Shifu, about this monster.
Wise filled me in on the way over. Its core is unique, allowing it to soak up energy from the miasma to
I didn't
heal
think
itself.
that
Truly horrific.
I didn't think that Yishun was gonna get to fight this monster anytime soon. I thought they were gonna try and like delay this for as long as possible, but no, they got immediately.
But hey, don't forget, we at Yunque Summit specialize in dealing with such evils.
Like, I've gotten so used to like when gacha games start teasing something, like teasing like an important story aspect, they're gonna delay its relevance for as long as fucking possible. Not gonna name any certain gacha games, but usually when they like introduce like a certain important like story aspect or something, usually they try to delay it for as long as fucking, like they delay its like appearance in the game again for as long as possible. But no, they got to the case pretty quick. I wasn't expecting her to show up again this soon.
Shifu, it's about to absorb energy from the miasma again.
That's the one thing that I like about this game. It doesn't waste my time. What? That's why Zenless Zone Zero is like my #1 right now.
Nice one! The core is exposed!
Its self-healing power is gone. In a way, it's also free from its pain.
Did Isha and Shifu say something when she hit the monster?
Oh, shall be purged. It's just a few incantations. Come on, let's put it out of its misery.
I'll make it quick. Time to teach you a lesson!
Alice's quick action looks so cool. I want her. I want to roll for her.
For the time field name, I will never lose! Your luck's run out! Go, Kama!
Slowing down. Keep it up, everyone.
Watch out!
What the fuck? Come on, I just used... Cute. They got mechanics for this fight?
Stance. Move!
What the hell? They're doing some like Final Fantasy 14 mechanics.
Since you're the manifestation of my past regrets,
oh no, I wanted to use the ult. Or the finisher. Oh, Nechang. Are you in there?
Mr. Ferox, I suggest you give up on running.
Please don't shoot!
Here. This is yours! It's mine. It was your... Take it! We're going to live on together! You don't get to brush this off like it's nothing! Alice, I won't let you say things like... Hey.
What?
Live on, together.
This is you.
Have my word. I promise. There. No more crying.
Her tears blew up. That is youth. Man, this I think this is one of my favorite updates for Zenless Zone Zero. Up there with the Jane Doe update.
all right, disciples. I'm heading out. Keep an eye on the temple for me, okay?
Again?
You look a bit tired, Shifu. Not enough sleep?
Yes, we caught Ferox, but figuring out what to do with him has everyone on edge. Those meetings just never end. I'm grateful they respect Yunquei Summit's input, but honestly, it's exhausting worrying about being used as pawns in such a tangled mess of a situation. I'd rather be cleaning up the lab in the Hollow.
What's it like in the Hollow now?
That area's already secured, and the evidence that the Exaltists and Porcelumics didn't manage to destroy is being moved out of the Hollow bit by bit. Lucre managed to get Porcelumics to investigate first on the grounds of business secrets, and Damien is in charge.
Lucra's putting him in charge? Looks like Damien's efforts are paying off.
And about that miasmic fiend's origins.
It looks like they used some of my past memories I left in the miasma to create it. I'd suspected as much, but seeing its face with my own eyes, it still sent a shiver through me. Don't worry, what's in the past no longer binds me. And besides, we freed that creature from the weight of human memories. That, in its own way, is also a kind of mercy. From what Ferox and the others said, we can be certain that the monster was made by the Exaltist Overseer.
So that Overseer really is alive. What do they want?
I'm not sure. It feels like the Exaltists made the monster just to draw attention to their link with Ferox. Alright, let's not dwell on this for now. Is your friend from the inspection team leaving today? You're planning to see her off, right?
She's leaving?
Yeah. Belle and I are going to meet up with them soon.
Alice is leaving?
With Ferox's downfall, all those tops higher-ups who came to Wi-Fi just on a brief formality can't leave yet. And the inspection team can actually wrap things up. Anyway, I'll be taking my leave now.
Bye, Shifu. Thank you for your help. We love you.
See you, Shifu. It's almost time, Belle. Let's go find Alice and the others.
That's our Shifu. Salute emoji. Hashtag my Shifu. Y says, Shifu tried to play it cool just now, but she's probably upset. Well, we've got to find out why the Overseer used the miasmic fiend to wreak havoc in the Hollow. We need to avenge Shifu. You're right. That's right. Y says, hold on. Yuzuha just sent me a message. She said she's collecting materials in Sailoon Bay with Alice and Minato right now, and they'll be back soon. She asked us to wait for them a bit. But now that the safety inspection's been called off and the elevator to Sailoon Bay's back up and running, we can just head over there and find them ourselves. Alright, let's do it. Let's go take the elevator then. Oh, right, because it's open now. Okay. Wait a minute, is that not the Chuni girl? Holy shit. It's her. Kind of. Kind of like how Nina is in the game as well.
Belle, Wise, you two made it!
Morning.
Minato, how's your injury?
It's much better, thanks. Whoa! Yuzuha, why'd you hit me?
Look! Just a little tap and he's making those pained noises. Bruised shoulder and back muscles. Messed up spine. 3 broken ribs. There's no way that's healing so quickly.
At least I've stopped all my part-time jobs for now.
Yuzuha and Minato always make me laugh with their stand-up routines. Stand-up comedy? I get it. So last night's ghost stories didn't quite do it for you, huh, my lady? I'll make sure to send you some fresh Spook Shack posts late at night from now on. Huh? Oh no!
Spook Shack?
Yeah, Spook Shack is an internet forum where people share and solve all kinds of strange mysteries. Yuzuha and Minato are members. They invited me to join, and now I'm in too. Not really strange mysteries. They're more like all kinds of supernatural tales and unsolved cases. Super interesting stuff. If you want, you can totally join us.
Thanks. We'll think about it.
They got your weakness.
Oh, Wise is not good with horror stories.
Right, Alice. About transferring the anti-corruption medicine patent. Are you sure that's okay?
Well, yesterday, as Grandpa's gotten a lot better, we talked. He said he completely supports my decision.
Oh yeah.
He told me that he kept the patent mainly because maintaining some family assets cost money. And, more importantly, he felt I wasn't ready to manage everything yet. But now he says he's not worried about me anymore. So it's time to let some things go. Without the income from the patent, I think he'll ask me to help with donating or selling some family assets that need a lot of funding to maintain. Like libraries and museums.
What? I knew she was loaded, but she was mega loaded?
But is it really okay with, you know, Damien? If he finds out you tricked him with your phrasing, he won't freak out and try to get back at your family, will he? Without the anti-corruption medicine patent, the Timefield family no longer has anything left for him to use against us. I believe he'll understand that what we're doing shows our family's determination not to be pushed around by poor Salumex. Also, I don't think Mr. Damien is as cold-hearted as he seems. Besides, as a businessman, I'm sure he understands the value of knowing when to walk away.
Timefield opens anti-corruption medicine patent to the public.
Oh.
So she kept her promise and transferred the patent to Porcelumex. But at the same time, she gave it to everyone.
That's so good.
We got played by a little brat. Looks like I really underestimated her.
Pardon the interruption, Mr. Damien. The files on the violations involving Ferox and the Exaltists have all been compiled. We also found a deployment list for Obscura. Please, have a look.
What's this all about? Over the past 6 months, the Exaltist Labs deployed more than 300 Obscura units in Wi-Fi Peninsula. Yet, not a single one has been retrieved. What on earth are they trying to do?
Reporting in! The map with detailed locations of the Obscura units is complete. Please, take a look.
Orphe's voice actor sounds super familiar.
Thank you. It looks like our battle is about to begin.
After seeing Alice off at the upper cable car station, the group returns to the vicinity of Suibian Temple. Yuzuha says, Belle, Wise, I need to help my dad watch the store later, so let's call it a day. Minato says, huh? Aren't your sister Kaede, Sumire, and Uncle Baorong all at the shop today? Yuzuha says, for some reason, I just really want to spend time with them lately. Even though we were close before, I always felt like I didn't truly understand what family meant, and was just imitating what others did. But I guess I don't need to do that anymore. We can be a real family now. Yeah, that's a lot of weight off of Yuzuha's shoulders. Yuzuha says, alright, thanks for covering for me earlier. Telling them I was studying with you guys when I was at the hearing. You may be a witness who can prove Ferox's crimes, but now that they've found out your blood can be used to increase porcelain purity, what if they come after you? Wise says, Shifu said the hearing committee members were carefully screened and they're being very strict with it. Tops even got people from Krampus involved. At least that means Yuzuha's safety is guaranteed. Krampus, what's that? Wise says Shifu didn't say much, but just that it was Tops's internal affairs, and she couldn't be bothered to pry. But if Krampus is involved, Tops must be dead serious at this time. Yuzuha says, yeah, don't worry about me, Minato. I made up my mind to live life to the fullest and enjoy every moment of it. Speaking of living life to the fullest, we'll be on break after exams next week. How about we hit up Alice and go somewhere fun together? Heck yeah, I'm in. Yuzuha says, haven't decided yet, so if you two know any cool places, make sure to tell everyone. Y says, hey Belle, there's quite a few nice vacation spots right here in the Throne Quarter. I saw some recommendation posts on internet too. Why don't we help everyone scout out some places? Minato says, Yuzuha, before we talk about having fun, shouldn't we be worried about exams? After all, we haven't studied at all until now. Yuzuha says, no worries, I checked. It's all multiple choice, we can just wing it. After all, I've got killer luck on my side. But to keep you from having to stay after school for makeup exams, let's still do some studying at least. Minato says, Belle, Wise, we're heading off. See you after the break. Ciao. And with that, we're done. That was very good. I think this is one of the best updates of Zenless Zone Zero so far. You would know this, I never sing praises for Zenless Zone Zero. Almost rarely ever sing praises for Zenless Zone Zero. Mostly because of how I think like the entirety of 1.0 towards the end of it was kind of like a narrative mess and there was absolutely no coherency. But from the beginning of 2.0, I think the beginning of 2.0 was also kind of just about average, nothing special with the way that it played out, but 2.1 was stellar. Narrative, the story, the stakes, the cast dynamic. No, I think this has been the best update for Zenless Zone Zero so far. I'm sold for 2.0. They've addressed a lot of the things that I complained about. Like they've forgotten about EOS. They remembered Fairy. One of the other things that I complained about is factions, different factions involvement. Because back in 1.0, we keep getting introduced these factions, but the way that they're involved in the main story kind of felt like a little bit too loose. There was no connection between all of them. They kind of just got like, there was no narrative like coherency, I would say. But yeah, in 2.0 so far, there's Yishuin got involved. Soybean Temple is mostly involved. There's also like one of my biggest complaints, I would say, is that ever since we got the ability, ever since the proxies got the ability to walk inside the hollows, like other characters have been trying to protect them from harm and getting hurt in the process. It's still there. It's still there. The problem is still there. They're pretty stubborn about wanting to like jump into the hollows to find the truth about their mom, Professor Mom. But yeah, that problem is still there, but they're pretty stubborn about it. The writers are pretty stubborn about it. I don't think that's gonna change at all. So yeah, because it was always it has always been the plan for the proxies to eventually jump into the hollows, just so they can do the investigations themselves. Because I guess there's only so much like hanging out in EOS. There's only so much things that EOS can do, I guess. It's always been the plan for them to jump into the hollow, so I guess there's no way around that one complaint. But for the other ones, they've addressed it in a way that's pretty satisfying to me. So yeah, I think that's the main reason why Zenless Fantasy Resort can be accessed through the map. This is the main this is the side event that's been happening right now. I think I'll jump into it like next week, because I want to get back into Death Stranding as soon as possible. And I want to see how long it goes for. Wait, I thought the event is up. Where the hell? Huh? Oh, talk to Fufu. Are we not done yet? Fufu Chang says, "It's you, Junior. Did you need something from me?" What's up? You look like you want to say something. Come on, tell me. I've got your back. Actually, there's something I wanted to ask you, Senior. Has Wise been coming to see you a lot lately? What do you mean by that? Oh, Fufu says, "Oh, you're asking about that? Well, since I flunked arithmetic, cramming at the last minute wasn't gonna cut it anymore, so I asked Junior Wise to tutor me." Wise is tutoring you? Fufu says, "Huh? What do you mean?" I tell Fufu about my recent observations. When Wise goes to see Fufu, he often brings snacks. No matter how you look at it, Wise seems more like the one asking for favors. Senior, you were answering everything so smoothly just now. Looks like Wise was preparing for this. Fufu says, "Wow, I can't believe you figured that out. You siblings combined must have like 1,000 tricks up your sleeve." Sounds like an admission. What happened? Fufu says, "Alright, I'll tell you. It's about the perception technique." Oh yeah, because Wise was struggling with it. Although Shifu told Wise the perception technique already, the flow of energy in his body hasn't been smooth, so I'm trying to figure out a way to help him. All he told me that he never got the chance to use it. Fufu says, "Hey now, don't worry. Your brother is just moving at his own pace. Even if you're blood relatives, everyone's different, you know? It's just that Junior Wise said he didn't want to hold you back. Plus, after Ferox caught you both in the hollow, he got pretty spooked. He was worried that when you need his help in the future, he wouldn't be able to step up. That's why I helped keep it under wraps." I see. Is there anything else? I can help with? We say. Fufu says he's been making crazy progress these days. I'll get the hang of it in no time. Just act like nothing's up, okay? Oh, and if you got time, could you grab me some Wu-Tang root from Peace Herbal? There's an old recipe from Yunkwai Summit that combines Wu-Tang root with other herbs into a paste to make meridian flow patches. They boost blood circulation and work wonders for the perception technique. I plan to get Wise some too. Thanks, Senior. Is this still part of the main story? Check. It is. Thought we were over. Shelbu is in at the entrance, why not? There's a calm male voice. "Auntie Fang, I had no idea your husband and Grand Shifu were fellow disciples back in the day. An unexpected bond indeed." Auntie Fang says, "That's right, even though I left the sect later on, our bonds remain strong. For Shifu's generation of disciples, we practically watched them grow up, you know." Such a shame about young Yijiang. Gone too soon. I heard she exhausted her life force using the Qingming sword to save Waifei Peninsula. The calm male voice says, "The Qingming sword is a legendary weapon beyond compare. To harness such power, one must be willing to pay the price." Hansi Feng says, "It hasn't been easy, that's for sure. But from what you just told me, the Qingming sword has found a new master. Looks like Yunkwei Summit's legacy is in good hands. Yes, very good indeed." Shelbu says, "Your medicine is ready, please. Take care." Oh. Wait, was Shuyuan? Shuyuan says, "Junior Bell, what are you doing here?" "Are you alright, Senior?" Shuyuan says, "Nothing major. I just haven't been sleeping well lately. So I'm here to get some medicine. It's an old problem. What are you here for, Junior?" "Wu-Tang root," we say. Currently out of Wu-Tang root. Okay. Can we buy it somewhere else? Auntie Feng says, "Hey, young lady, don't worry. You can ask around Sailoon Bay. The Wu-Tang root grows by the water, and while it's used as medicine, us locals often dry it out and use it in dishes. But using Wu-Tang root as medicine isn't quite the same as using it for food. Not sure if that'll work out for you." "Shoot, I'm not too sure about that either." "The Wu-Tang gang? Shuyuan says, Junior, you must be after the Wu-Tang route to make Meridian Flow patches, right? Wu-Tang? Wu-Tang? Wu-Tang. It's Wu-Tang. The kind used for food should be sufficient. It's just that older Wu-Tang roots are better. And if you haven't seen them in person before, they can be tricky to identify. If you don't mind, I can come with you. Sure. Go where? I have to go to sleep. Can they hurry the fuck up? Why is it still like tagged as like main story? Oh, it's Mello again. Dante says, hey Belle, what brings you to Siloam Bay? You know where I can get some Wu-Tang root in Siloam Bay? Mello says, you need Wu-Tang root? We've got plenty at home. My mom dried a bunch. Though that stuff's bitter, tastes awful, if you ask me. Shuyuan says, we're buying this for medicine, not as a snack. Mello says, oh, that sounds okay then. Belle, come over to my place to get them. Fix my toy before and I won't charge you anything. Plus, it's better if you take more. Saves me from my mom trying to force them on me every day. Mello says, it's in this box down here. Hold on, let me move these things off the top. Heave ho. Shuyuan says, watch out, they're centipedes. Oh, gross. Several giant centipedes land on Mello's arm, and both Senior and you instinctively rush to help. Senior Shuyuan brushes the centipedes off with his sleeve, but you aren't as nimble and get a nasty bite on your wrist. Not long after. Ouch, yeah, centipede bites are fucking awful. Mello says, ouch, that big bump looks painful. I'm so sorry, Belle. It's my fault you got hurt. I got careless. I'm glad you didn't get bitten, we say. Shuyuan says, Junior, you're quick to react before. But since you usually live in the city, you probably haven't dealt with these critter much. You can't be grabbing centipedes with your bare hands. Luckily, you're not allergic, and I just applied some ointment. Should be all healed up in 3 or 4 days. Hold up. Don't hide your wrist in your sleeve. That won't help it recover. And the sleeve rubbing against the swollen area will just make it worse. Mello says, I bet Belle just doesn't want anyone to know about the embarrassing time she tried to grab a centipede with her bare hands. Shuyuan says, that's hardly embarrassing. Mello, do you happen to have any gauze at home? Mind bringing some over? Just give me a sec, Mello says. Shuyuan says, show me that wound first. I'll patch you up. Then you can put your sleeve back down. Shuyuan says, I was wondering earlier why you'd need Meridian Flow patches when you've already mastered the perception technique. Now it makes sense. You were preparing them for your brother, weren't you? Shuyuan, can we ask you for something, Senior? To keep everything that happened today from Junior wise? Don't worry, my lips are sealed. You agreed so quickly, we say. Shuyuan says Fufu and Junior Yinhu might tell you to just tell the truth, but me, I have a younger sister too, so I know where things are. So I know there are things that are actually harder to talk about with family. You have a little sister? Shuyuan says, yeah, she joined the sect together as kids, but unlike me, she was far more talented. Oh. Was she lost in the Hollow disaster like Shuyuan said, like Yishuan's sister? Or you're being too modest, Senior? Shuyuan says, I'm not being modest here. I used to slap on those Meridian Flow patches all the time back in the day. That's how I got so good at picking out the right herbs. Alright, Mello got the gauze. As you're talking, Mello comes running back. Senior, yeah? First treats your wounds, then helps you pick out some Wu-Tang roots. Shuyuan says, alright, we're all done here. Let's head back to Suibian Temple. Mello says, big sis Belle, come hang out with us again sometime. Sure. Fantasy Resort. Why is the event not popping up here? Weird. There should be an event. Anyway. Kuya Wise says, Belle, where did you run off to just now? I tried calling you, but you didn't pick up. Shoot, my phone was on silent, we say. Wise says, the inventory of videotapes at home wasn't adding up. I eventually found out that you had stuck the records on the HDD screen. Everything's fine now. Shiyuan says, sorry, Junior Wise, I was just at Peace Herbal picking up some medicine. I ran into Junior Belle here, and she helped me sort through the herbs. Thanks for helping me carry the medicine. Shiyuan says, I'll hand the Wutang root to Senior Fufu so you don't have to worry about it. Thanks, Senior. I'll leave it to you, we say. After that, Shiyuan leaves. Wise says, Senior Gale went to the Peace Herbal to get medicine? Could it be because he's having trouble sleeping? We say, you know about that too? Wise says, oh, I heard about it from Senior Panda. Seemed like Senior Ya's problem isn't just insomnia or being a light sleeper. He's been having constant night terrors. Is there something bothering him? I don't know. He did say it was about his sister, so he might be the same as like Yishuan, where his siblings sacrificed themselves to protect them. Why says, you're usually so talkative. Didn't you talk with Senior Ya while getting herbs? Yeah, come to think of it, Senior Ya mentioned he had a sister. Wise says, oh, is that so? Since we're all part of the same sect now, perhaps we'll have a chance to meet in the future. It's almost time for Fufu's arithmetic tutoring session. Belle, I should get going. Yeah, you better hit those books hard, we say. Wise says, yeah, I know. Wait, what do you mean I should study hard? Senior Fufu is the one who should be studying? I'm heading out now. Bye. Oh, we almost let her. Okay, that's the end. Wait, that's kind of weird. If I teleport to the fantasy resort right now, is it gonna progress? I just kind of want to check it out. Okay. That's very weird that it's not showing up in the events list. It should be here. I saw it yesterday. It's gone. That's weird. Is it in the internet list? Oh, there it is. Wait, that's not it. That's weird. Where is it? Anyways, that'll be it for me for tonight. I am way over. Time for bed. For all the friends that dropped by, thank you very much. Hope to see y'all again later. GG's. Have a good night. We beat 2.1. We're caught up on Zenless Zone 0. It was really good. Cinema. I think it's one of the best updates so far. It's up there for me. Top 3 at least. Maybe even top 1. Top 2. This place is vibes. I will check it out next week. I want to get back to Death Stranding. Anyways, GG's. Peace, peace. Have a good night. See y'all later.